Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your general reading for October 2023. Please keep in mind that the messages will not resonate with everyone, so I suggest that you check back to your Moon and Rising sign. I am giving personal readings. I am available for them this month going forward, and you can go to my About Box section of the channel. There I have listed the number of minutes, the number of questions, and the price. You can email me at this address on the screen, Hidden Lotus. I can't find it. You see it there on the screen, and say to me, hey Tara, I would like a 45-minute reading. I will respond back to you, usually within 48 hours. I don't like to make people wait, but make sure that you, if you reach out to me, that you check back quite frequently to your spam folder, because all my emails go to spam. So, I have with me today the Radiant White deck. For clarification, the Levita Sibila, and because I don't know what the story is going to be about, I will be pulling either a Heart Oracle Tarot, a Psychic Tarot, or a Golden Nostradamus. It will depend on what is going on in the spread. I'm going to turn the camera around now, and we can get started with the reading, right into the reading. I have done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph, Aquarius, and I'm going to put one more rifle on the deck. Let's cut the cards. There will be a 9-card spread. And let's get into the reading. First card out, the 10 of Pentacles. Second card is the 3 of Cups. Five of Wands. The Moon. Might be a timing issue for us. The Queen of Swords. The Hangman. I hate to see the Hangman come out, but he serves a purpose, and I will explain in a minute. Two of Swords. Empress. Four of Pentacles. What is the overall energy for the month of October? It is the Page of Wands. What do I have? Two Pentacles, one Cup, one Wand, two Swords, and 3 major arcana. Right in the center is this Queen of Swords. Can be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, but as a queen, he is often called the divorcee queen, interpreted as being mean and bitter. But I don't think all divorcees are mean and bitter. Some are, some aren't. This queen is known to be very direct. can sometimes hurt your feelings with what she says or in her speech. She is objective. She is rational. She doesn't suffer fools. As a profession, she can be a police officer, a surgeon, a, a dentist, a chef, a writer, a researcher, an editor, any place where keen intellect or sharp tools are needed to get the job done. That's it. Now, I have 2 3s here, and it's always important when the numbers repeat themselves. I don't know if this page of wands comes now in October or if it's going to play out later in November. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Interplay of the cards. The past can be anywhere from yesterday to 3 months ago, and the future can be tomorrow or 6 months from now. So I don't quite know the timing of this. We start out with the 10 of Pentacles. It is a 10, and 10s indicate a changing energy. I consider this card to be a 10th house card. And what I mean by that is it implies that the situation is one such that it may be about generational monies. Usually it's a family business that's very successful with money to pass down in generations. Look at the card. This group of people, they know each other well. They are quite comfortable around each other. You have the man, the woman, the child, the old man, and 2 pets even. So this is about everybody chipping in and doing what they are supposed to do. But to me, when it brings about the energy of the 10th house, this is about your legacy, about your standing in the community, what you are known for, your ambition, your status, what you strive for. This could be a successful family business, or it could be getting your kids through school. Only you can determine what is success for you. Sometimes, however, this card will talk about maybe retiring from a profession. I don't quite know what's going on yet. With the 3 of Cups, it is a card of a universal celebration. Marriages, baby showers, graduations, birthdays. It's something with a universal theme to it that everybody recognizes and can participate in. It is also a 3, so it says that there can be more than 3 people in the situation, but also that there may be suspended events before future successes are realized. Well, we're looking at the 5 of Wands, and it is a 5. So 5s are to a changing energy and can be full of fights, arguments, disagreements, pettiness, someone playing head games with you, like saying one thing and doing another. The card also speaks about play, although I don't see play in that, but it looks like everybody is trying to either get their message across, they're beating each other over the head, or it can be fighting like children, fighting over children. But then in the present world, we have this moon card. And the moon implies some type of deep psychological events happening within us. When the moon occurs, whether it's a full moon or not, you really can't see clearly by the light of a full moon. Not as clearly as you can from the sun shining. And therefore, shadows look a bit different. They can be scary. They can be spooky. To me, this is a timing which may be around the full moon or the new moon. We just had one full moon, I think was on September. So this could play September 29th. So this could play out from September 29th all the way through to November when there is a new or a full moon. You have to, underneath the moon, even though you don't know what's ahead of you or it looks frightening, you still have to travel the path. The way you do that is you try to control both the domestic side and the wild side of yourself while these feelings come up. It's mysterious. We skip the Queen of Wands and come to the Hangman. This is a card of waiting. It is a card of patience. And it is a card of trying to gain a higher or better perspective on a situation. But the thing is, the Hangman put himself in that position. Nobody forced him to hang upside down. Sometimes it is an indication of someone experiencing migraines or headaches, back problems, hip problems, knee problems, foot problems, ankle problems. But it counsels you to kind of surrender yourself to the process. Something else I want to read to you about the Hangman. It talks about the best approach to a problem. Sometimes it is not always the most obvious. When you most want to force your will on someone, that is when you should release. When you most want to have your own way, this is when you should sacrifice. And when you most want to act, this is when you should wait. The irony is that by making these contradictory moves, you find what you are looking for. Be aware, it is a Neptune card, and here with the moon, it can be doubly hazy, quite confusing. So you need to be aware of other people's motives. Do not allow yourself to be misled. Be prepared to exercise your own personal strength and will. You need to prepare for big changes within your home and family, or the lifestyle or career sector. The Hangman tells you to be prepared for new and innovative ideas that will bring positive change. It also tells you you should relax, both physically and mentally, allowing the higher forces to renew your existence. Be tolerant of all things and know that you are an essential part of the life force around you. Also, it tells of being at a personal crossroads of life, but asks you not to fear, as you will be on your way again soon. we come to the Two of Swords. It is a two, and the two talks about choices, options, decisions, a crossroads, oppositions, whether you are opposed within yourself of an idea or someone is actively opposing you. This card says several things. The first is that if you have quarreled with someone recently, you may make up, and it's best to do so. But it also says there are undercurrents in which things are happening around you, but you are not sure what is going on. In that respect, the card kind of offers to me a contradiction in what is happening. To me, her left eye does not seem to be covered. So this to me says you see exactly what's going on. You may not know what to do about it, but remember this: even not to make a decision to act, to not act is a decision. So if something is perplexing you about this situation, maybe you don't have to act right away, but you should trust your gut, especially with the moon and Neptune hanging around. Now, the 3 is the Empress. She represents the archetypal mother of the tarot. So this may be your mom or a mother-like figure. But she represents harmony, abundance, fertility. And I'm not just talking about fertility in terms of pregnancy. This is a gestational period. She is pregnant in the card herself. But maybe this is some type of ideas, some seed that you are allowing to grow within you so that you can produce something positive and abundant for yourself. She represents Venus, and Venus is not just about, see the glyph for Venus right there? It's not just about love and beauty. Venus is about right relationships. Are they fair? Are they balanced? Is it harmonious? And in order to want somebody to come along with an idea that you have to show them how beautiful it is, how balanced and how fair. You have to make them want it, to attract them to it. The card ends with a 4 of Pentacles. The 4s imply a stable foundation. Maybe this is a situation in which you are required to protect what you have, not just your finances, but your heart, your mental well-being, your emotional well-being. Maybe you are conserving before this gestational period happens. Maybe you are conserving some things. It also says that you are protective of your personal space. But another meaning of the 4 of coins can be one of selfishness, of greed, of not wanting to share what you have with someone else. If a person is not willing to share their time, their money, their emotions, how they feel, then it is not a right relationship. Okay? It goes back to that. So, I don't know what this Queen is all about. And I don't know if this is your mom or a mother-like figure. And incidentally, this is an empress. she is much more than a queen, I think. So let me go to my book and turn the card over, the one card that I absolutely cannot read because she represents a person and is a person. It is definitely a feminine energy, and it can be, let me back up. This can be if you identify with the female role, okay, then this will apply to you as well. 10 of Pentacles next to any of the Moon, the Hangman, and the wrong book, and the Empress. Let's see what the cards have to say. Well, it says nothing next to these three cards. So we go to the Three of Cups. We are taking the cards in the order that they fell. So with the Three of Cups, there is a possibility of news or pregnancy of a child, or the birth of a child. Let's take, and that's possible. It could be that there is a fight over a new child being born in the family, some kind of scandal. So let's look at the the Five of Wands, and it tells me nothing next to these three cards. The Two of Swords, with the Moon. It is asking you not to become anxious or stressed, as this could adversely affect your health. Maintain a positive attitude and perspective. It also tells you not to allow your imagination to inflate your concerns. It is advised that you think positively, as worry and anxiety can adversely affect your health. That's all it says. And now the Four of Pentacles. No, this is like to say. The Four of Pentacles next to the Moon. This is an indication that there may be deceptive undercurrents and hidden things you are not aware of at this time. Investigate any propositions thoroughly prior to committing to anything. Check all details and ensure you feel 100% positive before commencing. Appearing next to the Moon, the Four of Pentacles indicates that there are many undercurrents within a situation, and you are to investigate all offers, propositions, and do not sign any legal and or binding documents until all is clear and upfront. That's what the argument is about. Maybe you are trying to, I don't know, there is money behind it for certain. I'm going to pull some cards on the Five of Wands. What bothers me is the Moon and the Hangman. this queen sandwiched between these two cards. It makes me just a bit uneasy, but you know, I don't know the story. If somebody recognizes this story, you know exactly what's going on. I don't have to know the deep particulars of the situation, but the cards are hinting at it. And something doesn't seem right. Five of Wands. The Domestico. And in fact, he came out reverse. I don't quite know what that means. Upright, the Domestico is just that, a servant. He does things, runs errands for people, but he's kind of shifty and slimy. And so the question becomes, is he doing the things for himself or is he doing it for you? Also, it can represent the man returning. Riunione. This is simply a meeting. That's all it talks about, is a meeting. It doesn't tell me what the meeting is about, the particulars of it. It just says that you can meet, you're a meeting with someone. So, the Limoneo. This is a card of marriage and contracts. If you take the way marriage was looked at in the ancient days, it was simply a contract. You stand up, you go before the public, you announce your marriage, your engagement, you invite people to the wedding. It's a public event, but it is a contract. I don't know what the upside down Domestico is about. He is considered to be like the Knight of Swords. I think what, let me see what suit this is. I can't even read my cards, they're so old. Knight of Wands. I think I know what it's saying to me. Let me read what the reverse. Reversed. This is someone who has given a lot of heartache to you, or if not the yourself, so he can be a misbehaved son or an unfaithful boyfriend. He may even represent a young man with addictions of some kind. More often than not, it represents a rascal, someone with juvenile crime, or a young man that will insinuate himself into your life in order to stab you in the back at a later stage. What is most unsettling about this young man is that he may not even know that he is going to betray you at some stage. It represents someone who cheats in love and at work, and someone whose loyalty can be easily bought. Self-interest, ruthlessness, wastefulness, and self-aggrandizement are all part of his agenda. with an underlying streak of cowardice and malice. This young man can be ingratiating to gain one's trust and confidence in order to betray you and use the knowledge gained in confidence to his advantage. More often than not, this is not someone we know directly, but has been introduced to us by someone else. And financial matters, in love, it is a negative card as it represents a man whose motives are not genuine and is only there to take advantage of his partner. In financial matters, it represents very dangerous advice for a business or proposal given maliciously to deceive and cause financial loss. But it can also be a harbinger of a reality check, predicting that the person represented by the card will experience a very humbling occurrence. Now, it talks about meeting someone that you don't know directly, but that you are introduced to. Because it's landing on the Five of Wands, this can indicate disagreements, bitter arguments, and separations. It indicates a failure to compromise and stubbornness, having difficulties seeing beyond what is in front of one's nose. I think what is going to happen is that you may be introduced to someone, or there may be someone in your family who is introduced to someone, and the person can't see what he is for who he is. And so I don't know what advice to give you, except I'm going to pull a psychic oracle tarot, because there are many undercurrents happening in this spread, and I cannot pinpoint them exactly. I just know that I don't have a good feeling about the Queen sandwiched between the Moon and the Hangman. So perhaps you should take the advice of the Hangman and just wait. It's the Hangman. Powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. This card represents self-sacrifice and a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards of this transformation are wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. This card signifies that there is a situation happening or about to occur in your life, and you cannot control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding and intuitive eye. That's what I say. You know what's going on. Try to view people, issues, or problems from a different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and your life. The sacrifice card can also symbolize a transition, a period of transition and change. The, the solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. I'm going to read that again. The solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. Accept the things you cannot control, heal, and leave the past behind. Move towards your future and watch for new doors opening and paths that are being shown to you. That's what I have for you, Aquarius, for the month of October. I hope that helps. Until next time, bye.